Mighty warrior? You must be mistaken. I'm just Gideon. What's up, Bible lovers? Today we're telling a story of a man that has an epic victory against impossible odds. Get ready as we go on the ride with Gideon, the legend hero. For 7 long years, the Midianites, a ruthless desert tribe, had plagued Israel. They swept down like locusts, devouring crops and livestock, leaving the Israelites cowering in caves and hollowed-out trees. Gideon, unlike the warriors of old, wasn't built for battle. He was more comfortable with a plow than a sword. The midday sun beat down mercilessly on the threshing floor, turning the air thick and heavy. Gideon, a young man with a weary heart, wrestled with a stubborn stalk of wheat, trying hard to sustain his family. Suddenly, a wind danced across the threshing floor. In its heart stood a figure. "Greetings, mighty warrior," the figure said. Gideon stammered, "Mighty warrior? You must be mistaken. I'm just Gideon." But the figure, who turns out to be an angel of the Lord, drops a bombshell. "Gideon, you will save Israel from the Midianites." Gideon stares at the angel like, "Seriously? Me? But our army is scared and scattered. We're like sheep facing wolves." The angel chills him with a smile and says, "Don't worry, Gideon. God fights through the faithful, not the strong. He will be your strength." Gideon, unsure of himself, questioned the angel. At the same night, the Lord said unto him to throw down the altar of Baal, his father's house's worshiping, and build an altar unto the Lord on the same spot. And Gideon did as the Lord instructed. By morning, the elders saw it and said one to another, "Who hath done this thing?" And when they inquired and asked, they said, "Gideon the son of Joash hath done this thing." They headed to Joash and request that Gideon has to die for destroying Baal's altar. But Joash said unto all of them, "Will ye plead for Baal? Will ye save him? He that will plead for him, let him be put to death whilst it is yet morning. If he be a god, let him plead for himself, because one hath cast down his altar." After this incident, Gideon is still yet convinced of this divine task given to him. He needed a sign, a tangible proof of this divine mission. He proposed a test, a fleece of wool laid on the threshing floor. If the morning dew soaked the fleece while leaving the ground dry, it would be a sign from God. The angel agreed. That night, Gideon left a fleece outside his window. By morning, the fleece was heavy with dew, while the ground around it remained parched. His heart pounded with a mixture of fear and exhilaration. God was with him. Yet Gideon wasn't satisfied. He craved absolute certainty. So he flipped the test, this time asking for dew only on the ground and the fleece to remain dry. Again, God granted his request. Convinced at last, Gideon knew what he had to do. However, God, in his infinite wisdom, saw yet another obstacle. The large army, though enthusiastic, lacked discipline. So he instructed Gideon to separate the fearful from the brave. Those who trembled at the thought of battle were allowed to leave. Many did, leaving Gideon with a much smaller force. As you are enjoying this video, kindly like and subscribe to this channel to spread the video. Even this number wasn't ideal. God led Gideon to a stream, instructing him to observe how the men drank. Those who knelt and drank deeply were dismissed. Only 300 men remained, those who drank cupped in their hands, watchful and alert. These were the chosen ones, the few, the brave, the thirsty for victory. As night cloaked the land, Gideon and his 300 warriors, armed not with swords and shields, but with trumpets and clay jars concealing lamps, crept towards the Midianite camp. With a silent signal from Gideon, the men smashed their jars, revealing the flames. The trumpets blared, their shrill sounds echoing through the valley. The Midianites wake up to all this noise and light, thinking a giant army is attacking. They panic and start fighting each other in the confusion. This turns brother against brother in a desperate fight for survival. The Israelites make use of the chaos, pursued the fleeing Midianites, securing a stunning victory against them. News of this miraculous triumph spread like wildfire, and for 40 years peace reigned over the land of Israel. Gideon refused to become king, insisting God was the true ruler. Gideon led Israel into a period of peace that lasted 40 years. Gideon, the once ordinary man, became a hero. Peace returned to the land for many years. Even though he wasn't a fighter by nature, God chose him to do something amazing. So there you have it, my people. The story of Gideon, a testament to faith, courage, and God's ability to work through even the unlikeliest of heroes. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more interesting Bible stories like this. Thank you, and God bless you.